Assalamu alaikum, grade 3. English teacher Miss Amara is here from Allied School. I hope that with the grace of the Almighty, you will be safe at your homes. Friends, I am here with your Oxford Progressive English lessons. You will open your books at page number 12. We are going to start unit number 3. Send me an email. And lesson number 1, listen and speak. Students, read the story and answer the question. This story is about Mr. Burke, as was in the first chapter of unit number 1. So Mr. Burke is talking to a person, and here the question is, are the two men from the same town? So we shall discuss this paragraph and this conversation between Mr. Burke and the man and tell, are they from the same town? Mr. Burke is in a town in Nepal. Mr. Burke, do you live here? Man, no, I am sorry, I don't. Mr. Burke, oh, I am looking for an internet cafe. I need to send an email. Man, there is one close by. Do you see that bus at the bus stop? The internet cafe is just opposite the bus stop. I am going that way. I shall show you. Mr. Burke, thank you very much. Man, where are you from? Mr. Burke, I am from Pakistan, from Karachi. Man, really? So am I. Which part of Karachi are you from? Mr. Burke, I live in Clifton. Man, how funny. I once lived there too. So friends, this conversation shows that Mr. Burke and the men are from the same town, the city of Pakistan, Karachi, the city of lights. Now you will underline the highlighted words for dictation words and learn their spellings. We move towards our question number 2. Read the dialogue again and answer these questions. So here 3 questions, we shall answer them on the board. Number 1. What kind of place is Mr. Burke looking for? He is looking for an internet cafe. Where is the man from? He is from Karachi. Do Mr. Burke and the man live in the same part of Karachi now? No, they don't. You will write these question answers in your notebooks and learn them by heart. Students, now return back to your books and open exercise number 3. Practice the conversation. Use the words given below in place of words in italics. So here are given some English words, and we are asked to put these words in the place of italic words used in this conversation. A post office, post a letter, truck, traffic lights, post office, next to, traffic lights, Lahore, Gulbarg. Students, the words I have highlighted for dictation are the italic versions of these words. You can see a post office is internet cafe, send an email is post a letter, truck, bus, traffic lights, bus stop, post office, internet cafe, opposite, next to, bus stop, traffic light, Karachi, Lahore, Clifton, Gulbarg. Now move towards exercise 4. Listen to your teacher and write the countries' names in the blanks. So here are given the flags of 4 countries. You are asked to write their names. Exercise B has been solved for you. B is the flag of United Kingdom. So A is the flag of China. C is the flag of Argentina, and D is the flag of Canada. So friends, this was our lesson number 1. Now we are moving towards lesson number 2 on the next page. Words, countries, nationalities and languages. Listen to your teacher and point to the countries on the map, then listen and repeat. So here are some countries shown on the map: the Scotland, United Kingdom, Wales, England, Iran, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Nepal and China. You will revise these names of countries again and again at home. Ask and answer questions about these nationalities. Examples: where do Pakistani people live? In Pakistan and in Britain. Pakistani, Pakistan. Bangladeshi, Bangladesh. Afghani, Afghanistan. Chinese, China. Nepalese, Nepal. Iranian, Iran. British, England. Now our next question is ask and answer questions about these languages. Urdu, it is belongs to Pakistan. Chinese, it belongs to China. Nepali belongs to Nepal. Sindhi belongs to Sindh. English belongs to British, and Pashto belongs to Afghanistan. Example, where do they speak Urdu? In Pakistan and in Britain. Spellings. Copy the adjectives from exercise 2 onto the correct lines. So here are some words ESC, ISH, IE, and we shall write their adjectives. Number 1 is Chinese and Nepalese. Number 2 is British, and 3 is Pakistani, Afghani, and Bangladeshi. So friends, we have completed our 2 lessons of unit number 3. This was our 1 week's task. Grade 3 students, now we are going to study English grammar lessons at page number 20. Our lesson number 6 is nouns. You have already learnt about common nouns and proper nouns. Let us now learn about collective nouns. Look at the pictures. At first we are going to study the definition of collective nouns. A collective noun is a name given to a group of people, places or things. So a group of people, places or things is called collective noun. Look at these pictures, a flock of sheep, a bunch of red roses. The words flock and bunch are called collective nouns because they are groups. A collective noun is treated as a single item even though it includes many things of the same type. So a collective noun is always single. Let us understand. Copy these sentences in your notebook. Look at the pictures and fill in the blanks. The first one has been done for you. A herd of elephants, an army of soldiers. A colony of ants, a swarm of honeybees. Practice exercise. Copy these sentences in your notebook. Complete them by filling in the blanks with an appropriate collective noun from the list given below. Here some words are given. You are asked to fill these blanks with these words. I saw a crowd of people gathered outside the cinema hall. The Indian cricket team won the match against New Zealand. I saw a flock of sheep grazing in the meadows. This class has 40 students. Next exercise is complete these sentences by picking the correct collective noun. Write in your notebook. You may use a dictionary to check the meaning of the words if required. So in these sentences we shall use correct collective noun. A swarm of bees flew up out of window. An angry crowd gathered outside the Prime Minister's house to raise slogans against a rise in prices. A flock of cattle sat in the pond to cool themselves. A committee of 10 members is holding a meeting to discuss all the problems. Exercise C. Use the following collective nouns in sentences of your own in your notebooks. Here are some collective nouns. A fleet of sheep, a pack of wolves, a pack of flies, a gang of thieves, a quiver of arrows. Students, this is your home task. You will solve this exercise at home. And the extended exercise is unscramble the following collective nouns in your notebooks. The picture will give you some idea. So here are some collective nouns. The words are scrambled. You will unscramble them. This is also your home task. Allah Hafiz.